जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरवनचारी। यमुना तीरवनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Krishna Chandra Radha Krishna Chandra Radha Jaya Nida Gauranga Jaya Nida Gauranga Nida Gauranga Jaya Nida Gauranga Jaya Prahlad Nrsimha Jaya Prahlad Nrsimha Prahlad Nrsimha Jaya Prahlad Nrsimha Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jai Om Vishwamada Paramahamsa Parivrajakacharya Stotra Sarshi Hishwan Grace Bhakti Vedantu Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnavvranda Ki Rantara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tatho Jayamuthiraye Nashtaprayesha Badresho Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatittama Shloki Bhaktir Bhavati Naisiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, chapter number 19, text number 28 and 29. Text number 28. Yam yogino yoga samadhina raha Yam yogino yogi samadhino raho. Yam yogino yoga samadhina raho. Dhyayanti linga asato mumukshya. Dhyayanti linga dasato mumukshya. Dhyayanti linga dasato mumukshya. Tasyaisha daitya rishabha pradahato. Tasyaisha daitya rishabha padahato. Tasyaisha daitya rishabha padahato. Mukham prapashyam tanum usasajjaha. Mukham prapashyam tanum usasajjaha. Yam yogino yoga samadhina raho. Dhyayanti linga dasato mumukshya. Tasyaisha daitya rishabha pradahato. Mukham prapashyam tanum usrajjaha. Yam yogino yoga samadhino raho. Dhyayanti linga dasato mumukshya. Tasyaisha daitya rishabha pradahato. Mukham prapashyam tanum usasarjaha. Yam yogino yoga samadhina raho. Dhyayanti linga dasato mumukshya. Tasyaisha daitya rishabha pradahato. Mukham prapashyam tanum usasarjaha. Yam yogino yoga samadhina raho. Dhyayanti linga dasato mumukshya. Tasyaisha daitya rishabha pradahato. Mukham prapashyam tanum usasarjaha. Dhyayanti linga dasato mumukshya. Tasyaisha daitya rishabha pradahato. Mukham prapashyam tanu usasarjaha. Yam yogino yoga samadhina raho. Dhyayanti linga dasato mumukshya. Tasyaisha daitya rishabha pradahato. Mukham prapashyam tanum usasarjaha. Yam yogino yoga samadhina raho. Dhyayanti linga dasato mumukshya. Tasyaisha daitya rishabha pradahato. Magam Ravashandanam Ussasarjaha. What one meaning? Yam, whom? Yoginaha, the yogis. Yoga Samadhina, in mystic trance. Rahaha, in seclusion. Dhyayanti, meditate upon. Linga, from the body. Asataha, unreal. Mumukshaya, seeking freedom. Tasya, of him. Deshaha, this. Daitya, son of Diti. Rishabha, Rishabha, the crushed jewel. Pada, by a foot. Ahataha, struck. Mukham, countenance. Prapasyan, while gazing on. Tanum, the body. Ussasarja, he cast off. Ha, indeed. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: Brahma continued. He was struck by a 4 foot of the Lord, whom yogis, seeking freedom from their unreal material bodies, meditate upon in seclusion in mystic trance, while gazing on his countenance. This crushed jewel of the Diti sun has cast off his mortal coil. Translation with repetition. Brahma continued. He was struck by a 4 foot of the Lord, whom yogis, seeking freedom from their unreal material bodies, meditate upon in seclusion in mystic trance, while gazing on his countenance. This crushed jewel of the sun has cast off his mortal coil. Purport. The process of yoga is very clearly described in this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. It is said here that the ultimate end of the yogis and mystics who perform meditation is to get rid of this material body. Therefore, they meditate in secluded places to attain yogic trance. Yoga has to be performed in a secluded place, not in public or in a demonstration on stage, as nowadays practiced by many so-called yogis. Real yoga aims at ridding one of the material body. Yoga practice is not intended to keep the body fit and young. Such advertisement of so-called yoga are not approved by any standard method. Particularly mentioned in this verse is the word yam, or and whom, indicates that meditation should be targeted on the supreme target personality of Godhead, even if one concentrates his mind on the bow form of the Lord. That is also yoga. And confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, one who concentrates his mind constantly in meditation upon the personality of Godhead in one of his many varieties of form is the first class yogi, and he can very easily attain trance simply by meditating upon the form of the Lord. If one is able to continue such a meditation on the Lord's form, is at the time of one's death, one is liberated from this mortal body and is transferred to the kingdom of God. This opportunity was given to the demon by the Lord, and therefore Brahma and other demigods were astonished. In other words, the perfection of yoga practice can be attained by a demon also, if he is simply kicked by the Lord. Text number 29. Eto tau parshadau asya shapadyata asadgatim. Shri Radha Krishna Nitai Gaurangi Srila Prabhupada. Eto tau parshadau asya shapadyata asadgatim punaha katipayaihi sthanam prapashyeteha jalmavihi. Translation. These two personal assistants of Supreme Lord, having been cursed, have been destined to take birth in demonic families. After a few such births, they will return to their own position. This ends the Bhaktivedanta translation. Om Ajnanadimirandasya Jnananjana Jalakaya Chakshal Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Bracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Bhavshatyadeshadaline. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. The chapter, the killing of the demon Hiranyaksha. Earlier verses we are discussing the fight between Lord Varaha and Hiranyaksha. So we are in a few verses we are discussing how Hiranyaksha tried to use all his mystic power to allure Varaha, and somehow he able to defeat Varaha or kill Varaha. That was the idea. So then all his mystic power is not working, is failed. So Hiranyaksha is helpless now. Hiranyaksha want to try to capture the Varaha to kill him. When he tried to capture, all the time Hiranyaksha saw that the Varaha is out of his capture. Then Hiranyaksha tried to hit the Varaha by his hand. Then Lord slapped his foreleg to the base of ears. Slapped Hiranyaksha. The one slap of Varahadev to the Hiranyaksha. Hiranyaksha wheeled, circled many times and fell down dead. His eyes came out the sockets, and he just he slapped on his base of the earth. And here Brahma say, his legs and hands, everything broke. Just simply one small slap what Varahadev is slapped at Hiranyaksha's base of his ear. So his eyes came out, and his arms and legs broken. He fell down, biting his lips, and died. And Jai Brahma say the previous sloka, Aja and other arrived on the spot to see the fearfully tusked demon lying on the ground, biting his lips. The glow of his face was yet unfaded. The Brahma admiringly said, "Oh, who could meet such blessed death?" Now, Brahma is glorifying the death of Hiranyaksha. So, so the Brahma is speaking here, further continue. So, this was the quality of the devotees, what we see. Even though Hiranyaksha was fighting with the Lord, once the demon is died by the hand of Varahadev, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Brahma glorified the Hiranyaksha. What a blessed death. So, this what we see, the how the thought process of the great devotees happens. Otherwise, common man, okay, someone is okay, fight with this known well-wisher person, okay, someone is fighting, then we envy of this person. But here Brahma is not looking at Hiranyaksha's envy. Because in the eye of the liberated soul, every living entity is part and parcel of the Lord and belong to Lord. And here Brahma is looking at that vision. Even though he was fighting, he was insulting the Lord Bo, Varahadev. And Brahma, as a great devotee of the Lord, is very compassionate. Look at the demonic nature of Hiranyaksha. So, this is the greatness of the devotees. That's the reason these are the topics are very important. Understand how a devotee should be lived in such great qualities, characters. Adopt those characters. And where we'll appreciate the Bhagavatam and the characters in the Bhagavatam. And we also adopting those activities and those characters in our own life. And an ideal human being with all good qualities. Oh, these are the lessons the Bhagavatam giving us. So that's the reason association, living in association of devotees, lot of learning. So here Brahma is glorifying. So you're learning, okay? Brahma is giving the teaching to all of us how a devotees always look at the good quality of other people and glorify. So Brahma knew, okay, this Hiranyaksha is a great devotee of the Lord. You want to give the pleasure to the Lord. Say Brahma was not in illusion. Similarly, a devotee is advanced. Even though in the material world he will not be an illusion. He don't find any fault with other people. So, there the Acharya say, that Maryada for all the living entities, Jivera Maryada. Giving respect to all the living entities, not only human beings, all the living entities. So that means a devotee come to that platform, one should do very vigorous sadhana and ride away all the shortcomings or illusion or contamination is what we have adopted from the time immemorial. Cleansing those is the very serious sadhana process. And so when you come to a platform, he is free from all the illusion. One, the same time, he is peaceful from inside. Maybe around us, there is good and bad, pain and pleasure. In the middle of all this, a devotee is undisturbed all the time. This is a good fortune for the devotees. Okay, may not be elevated like Brahma, but at least under the guidance of the elevated, liberated souls, all the devotees are practicing devotion services. So here also this here say yam yogino yoga samadhina raho dhyayanti lingad asato mumukshya. Yam whom the yogis are meditate on all the time. And purpose of that meditation somehow to give up this unreal body. This body is not real body. Real body is a spiritual body. And these great yogis are meditating on the Lord just to give up this body. That's the purpose of yoga. Otherwise, maybe trying to satisfy this own body and senses many times, and which is not real. So, if someone is practicing in the devotion service, mean is very clear here. Prabhupada very clearly, Srimad Bhagavatam say, the purpose of meditation to give up this body and again not getting the same material body. So otherwise, in the name of people do yoga in some public places, here Prabhupada is telling, yoga has to be performed in a secluded place, not in public or demonstrate the yoga on stage. Nowadays, practiced by many so-called yogis, real yoga aims at ridding one's material body. So somehow give up this material body. That's the purpose. Give up this present material body, again not getting the material body at all. That's the purpose of yoga. Not keep this body some health and very strong. See, yoga practice is not intended to keep body fit and young. That's not the purpose. The purpose of the yoga is purifying oneself, mind and senses, engaging or absorbed in the mind in the any one of the form of the Lord. You see, the Yogindan samadhina dhyayanti lingat. Meditating on any one of the form of the Lord. And to meditate the form of the Lord, one also should understand Lord and Lord's activities, Lord's glories, and that what will appreciate and absorb continuously. Meditating not mean that okay, one place sit and meditate. Okay, now what do we do? The Hare Krishna mantra japa, sit one place. Okay, the meditate on the name of the Lord. Okay, 2 hours we may be sitting and chanting the holy name of the Lord. This is meditate on the holy name of the Lord. After 2 hours of meditation on the holy name of the Lord, afterwards what? So, the Bhagavatam gives guidance. Okay, meditate mean okay, holy name of the Lord, and after that also meditating on the great qualities of the Lord. And these are histories. So, continuously meditating on the Supreme Lord and all the unwanted meditation is not happening. Otherwise, so many things to meditate in the material world. And all those meditation in contaminations brings a contamination. So, the association of the pure devotees and association of the Bhagavatam one able to develop the qualities like the what Brahma is having here. As a devotee, Brahma is appreciating. Okay, Brahma say, the crushed jewel of Diti's son. This is the crushed jewel of Diti's son. Whom is the crushed jewel? You are referring to Hiranyaksha. So, so that will be understand all that these qualities will develop when you spiritually grow. And to grow spiritually, the association of devotees are very, very important. Association of devotees not happen when you don't learn how to appreciate devotees. If you don't appreciate the devotees, then you'll find the fault in the devotees very next. Very difficult. Appreciating a devotee is very difficult when we are contaminated. Because the whole old habits is very difficult to give up. It takes a lot of time. So we should not think that okay, I am chanting and living in association of devotees. Then physically remain in association of devotees and also possible mentally not remain in association of the devotees. The Vaishnava mean asatsanga tyaga. Asatsanga tyaga a Vaishnava achara. The character of a Vaishnava is give up the association of the Vishaya, materialistic things. So that will be possible when appreciate the devotees and not finding fault in the devotees. And one should think, okay, I blessed, got a chance to remain in a devotees association. So Prabhupada given opportunity for all of us in this life. I should be very serious about my devotional practices and focus on very particular. So many life passed in this material world, satisfying the senses. Some of the Vaishnavas grace, okay, some good fortune, some areas happen, ajnata sukruti. And I should be very humble. And blessed. Only motto is, how can I contribute the mission of the Prabhupada all the time? And that's the meditation. A devotee's meditation is this. How can I contribute the Prabhupada mission? So, Lord will be very much pleased with such ambition some devotees having to please the dear devotee of the Lord or any pure devotee of the Lord. So these are the learnings from, these are the example what is shown here. The great quality of Brahma. He not look at any mistake of the Hiranyaksha and is appreciating, and further Brahma say, etau to parshadau asya shapad yatau asadghatim. This Hiranyaksha etau to mean there these two, referring to Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, they are the personal assistants of the Lord. Because of shapat, because of being cursed, they born as demonic family, born in the demonical family. These two personal assistants of the Supreme Lord, having been cursed, have been attained to take birth in demonic families. After a few such births, they will return to their own position. See, because unwillingly, okay, though in the beginning of this incident, Leelas, these demons did a mistake. They got cursed. Similarly, a conditioned soul makes mistake, but one takes up the devotion practices very seriously. There is 100% chances to rectify and come back to the real position of devotional services. So one should have faith on the process what the Shastra giving, the Acharyas and Sadhus are giving us to practice, and vigorously doing sadhana. One able to rise. Okay, now here Hiranyaksha got a chance. Okay, the blessed. Why Brahma blessed? But simple kick of the Varahadev. Hiranyaksha has got liberation. Here Prabhupada is writing the end of the purport. He say, this opportunity was given to the demon by the Lord, and therefore Brahma and other demigods were astonished. In other words, the perfection of yoga practice can be attained by demon also if he is simply kicked by the Lord. The Lord simply kicked, he got it. Blessed. So simple. If Lord something happen to bless upon, simple. By kick, you get liberated. So Lord is so compassionate. So understanding the Lord's nature, Lord's emotion, this is the Bhagavat explaining. The reading the Bhagavat, understand the Bhagavatam, you'll understand the emotion of the Lord. When properly understand the emotion of the Lord, then how will emotionally connect to the Lord? So that happens in the material world also. There is emotions will bind the people, like emotions bind. Say once you develop the emotion to the Lord, normally if someone is caring for, be emotionally connected and build the bondage. So the Bhagavatam gives an example how Lord is so compassionate and is caring for each and every living entity. And we truly understood those great qualities of the Lord, then we also will be connected. So this is the meaning of, then what will then you start meditating on these great qualities. And one day will come to say what Bhagavad Gita says, Yogi Namam Sarvesham Madgatam Antaratmanaha. The greatest of yogi is who always remembers me from the deep of in his heart. So a jiva is connecting the Supreme Lord by his feelings and emotions. Same thing in the material world happening on the spiritual world with the Lord, but it's not in the qualitatively not the same. This is in the transcendental platform. So one developed such emotions for the Lord by repeatedly hearing, studying, and meditating on those qualities. Then all these material emotions will right away, which actually binding us. So these are the lessons from the Bhagavatam. Hearing and cultivate those great qualities and how the great personality has set for us to learn. So we grow spiritually and one day qualified, give up this body, unreal body, and no more this unreal body again. Okay, I'll continue. Okay, Hare Krishna. Stop here. Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada.